Well, I don't have to tell you that you should be working out. You should be getting exercise of some sort on a regular basis
Broadcasting from
if
the
you want
business
to
capital
live
of
a
the world,
great
this is the
and
Podcast
longer
Business
life.
News
But so
Network.
many of us say, I know I should. I just don't have the energy. I can't get to it. We're going to talk about that today specifically, but your energy level, what can give you energy. And she's somebody that works with women all the time, improving their health from Blossoming Corner Nutrition. She's an amazing wellness coach. Alaa Chreide is back with us. Welcome. How you doing?
Doing great. How are you, Steve?
I'm well, and I'm almost inside laughing that we're talking about this because I find that I'll wake up sometimes, especially on the weekends. We sleep a little late.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, I just don't even feel like doing anything. I just like this weekend. I don't have any energy. But once you start moving,
Right.
then you start, oh, okay, this is feeling better. Now I'm moving. And it's always been said that an object at rest remains at rest. I truly
Exactly.
believe that. It's like so true. What do you hear from people, particularly women, about their energy level and working out?
Yeah, so they always have this excuse that I would love to go to the gym and work out, but I really do not have the energy. So, and I keep saying it does not work this way. So you go and move your body first, and then you're going to increase your energy. You don't wait for your energy to exercise because that means you're never going to exercise. And this is true even when we're pregnant, actually. So when I exercise in the morning, I feel I'm full of energy and I can give more. And it's not only like for women who are working day to day, but also for pregnant women. It works this way.
Hmm, of which you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does it work that way? Why do we get energy from moving?
Yeah, there are many reasons. Okay, I'm gonna start with the first one. So you start getting your blood flowing and your heart rate up. So that releases the endorphin, and this is gonna definitely increase your energy level.
Hmm.
So that's the first, like, very obvious reason that why we uh, have more energy when we start working out.
Okay. Should we eat before working out or the other way around?
So because like you, every one of us, they need to be fueled before working out. But I do not recommend eating a very big, like, or heavy meal. What I really recommend is doing the protein shake. I love the protein shakes, the natural ones, not the powder ones. And take it, have some of it before the workout, and some of it during the workout, and then finish it after the workout. In this way, you do not have lots of protein all at once, then your body is just gonna get rid of it. So when you have some of it before, during, and then after, in this way, you're giving your body time to actually get the best out of the protein that you're giving in your body. And that's why you don't need to eat a big meal before the workouts. Just have some of that protein shake, and you're gonna be ready, and you're gonna have the right energy.
And when you say protein shake, you open my eyes to what you make. Not the
Mhm.
powdered stuff, but it's flaxseed, things like that have sources of protein.
Right. Yeah. So flax seed, hemp seed, chia seeds. Some people like to add oats, but for me, I am not so, I do not think oats work for me. But then for people who can tolerate oats, then yeah.
Hmm. I'm right there with you. Like I can't wake up and go for a jog, bike ride, or any kind of workout unless I eat. And
Exactly.
get to live a little time after you eat, some maybe a half hour, an hour, or whatever. Um, what about and there's all different things I hear, but after you
Mhm.
work out, should you be refueling your body right away? Is that
Yeah.
important, or do you just wait for the next meal?
No, I really recommend, like, this protein shake is only for you to get the right proteins for you to work out. But then after that, you need to eat a proper meal. So that's what I do exactly. After the protein shake, I still have a breakfast. because I don't like to eat so early in the morning. I eat
Oh.
after the workout, and I eat something that has protein, a salad, and carbs, and healthy fats. So in this way, I refuel my body in a really good way. Because if I didn't, especially I'm a runner, I'm gonna eat all the carbs in the world, and I'm gonna be snacking the whole day. But when I do this, I do not snack. I have 3 meals and a protein shake. That's it.
Mm, interesting. So you do the protein shake, you'll do the workout, then you'll have breakfast.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow. Okay. Never even thought of it that way. So, truly the protein shake is just to kick it in and get you going.
yeah.
Uh, interesting. So, what does breakfast look like for you?
I for every day, like I have three breakfasts that I keep rotating. So one of them is eggs, and then salad, and that has olive oil, the fats, the healthy fats, and bread, the gluten-free bread. Another one I would have avocado with za'atar, and za'atar is thyme. It's I'm not sure if you know about it. It's in our culture, and I have with it feta cheese on top of it. So it has the healthy fats, the vegetables, healthy oils, and the carbs. And then another one I do is like something like a pancake, but I do it without sugar, and then on top of it I put cheese, another protein, and or za'atar again, which I love. It's so sour and it's thyme. And then again the vegetable with the oils. So it's like my breakfast should have protein, healthy fats, vegetables, and carbs. Those four elements are a must in my plate, in my breakfast. So if you can, for example, for my son, I try my best to let him eat those things. But then, for example, he's like any other kid. He would like to eat cereal. So I would agree with him, like, okay, we can have cereal every 4 days, like one day breakfast cereal, then we can have cheese, then eggs, and then again cereal. But then I tell him about this, how this plate should look like. So he would eat cucumbers with them and add the other stuff that I was talking about in a way that he likes them. Okay. But then
It's
he
a,
learns the basics.
I love it. It's like your son has a cheat meal, cheat
Exactly.
breakfast.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
When it comes to your workout,
Hmm.
how long do you work out for?
I love working out. So I run for 30 minutes and then I lift weight for 45 minutes. So
Wow.
one
Okay.
and a half hours. So that's why I eat a lot in the morning. That's why I have the protein shake and then the breakfast to refuel
Hmm.
my body. Yeah.
So in the 30 minutes, is that
Mhm.
at a good pace? You're continually running?
Yes. So
Wow.
before being pregnant, I used to run 6 kilometers in 30 minutes. Now I'm getting slower, and I'm down to 4 because now I like when I turned into 37 weeks pregnant, I could not run anymore, so I'm walking again now.
Hmm.
So since last week, I started walking, and I'm only getting 4 kilometers when I'm walking for 30 minutes. It's a
That's way more than many of us. And you're pregnant and
oh,
giving birth, I think, in the next 2 weeks, right? Somewhere in there.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
I can say this that if you start working out, you'll get more acclimated. Your body will. You'll have more
hmm,
the stretching, all of that. And
yeah,
I experienced it. So a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, I was in really good shape. I really kicked it in, like really was proud of myself. Like I looked
yeah,
good since I've gained about 15, 17 pounds, somewhere in there. Um, I try to work out, but I'm not doing it at even close to the intensity. And I find that it's like we go back to the object at rest remains at rest. Today, I
yeah,
went and dropped off something at my son's school, and I was on my way to the gym. I figured, you know what? Let me sprint to the door. It's cold out. Let me just, I wasn't really dressed. I was like, let me just
mhm,
run to the door. I had to drop off something and leave. I felt like achy, even just doing that sprint. 2 years ago, a year and a half
Yeah.
ago. I mean, nothing, no problem.
Mhm.
But my point here is that for those of us that are just not working out on a regular basis and then just putting that in their mind, oh, I don't have the energy. Oh, I all achy. Yeah, you are. Yep, you're right. 100%. It's no
Yeah.
doubt about it. Why? Because you're not moving. Once you get
Right.
moving, and we have to have reasonable expectations. You can't expect to, run 6 kilometers right
Right.
out of the gate. It's going to take time to work up to it.
Yeah.
But we need to move ourselves forward. And a lot of times we just default to, well, I can't. I'm not gonna.
Right.
Not a good thing.
Yeah. I always used to make fun of myself, like when the people tell me, why do you wake up so early and work out? I say I like to wake up so early and go to the gym before my brain wakes up and tells me not to go and gives me all the excuses. But really, it is one of those. But then as well, when you start working out, you are actually improving the ability of your heart to pump the blood efficiently, and that's why you're getting more oxygen and nutrients in your body, and that's why your energy levels will be up. And then next time it's going to be easier, and the next time it's going to be easier. So the weight in the gym or the run is not going to be itself easier, you're going to get stronger, and that's why it's going to be easier. So just remind, it's good to remind ourselves the first step is the hardest step.
Right. Yeah, getting motivated, moving along, even just getting to the gym. If let's say that you're not even doing that, just getting there is a
Right.
start in the right direction. It's funny what you just said. Your mind doesn't know, hasn't figured it out yet. I will
Yeah.
wake up early to walk my dog, and early he wants to be out
Yeah.
like 6:15, and sometimes I'll lay back for another couple of minutes. I'll walk outside. It is screaming cold. But I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, it's kind of warm out. And I'll just walk him for a little bit and I'll go in the house. I'll go out
Right.
later to leave for work or whatever. And I'm like, oh, wow, it's cold. I guess it got cold out. No, just what you
Yeah.
said. The mind hasn't
Yeah.
even woken up yet to
Right.
register the workout or the temperature. So I think there is something in that. And that that zone you get in when you're working out is such a great feeling. There's been times where, like today, I was on the rowing machine
Hmm.
and I'll be listening to music and I will close my eyes and I don't care if anybody's looking. I'm rowing there with my eyes closed
Yeah.
and I'm getting in zone and I'm thinking, I don't even know I'm doing it. It's a
That's
weird,
amazing.
right?
Yeah.
It's a weird kind of feeling. I'm just doing it. And
Yeah.
this feels good. I'm listening to music and, maybe visualizing something. But there are
Yeah.
times where I don't even know I'm moving my body and I'm going at a good clip. Why wait?
Hmm.
Why not? Um, but if you can conquer this, it's amazing what you can do.
Definitely, 100%. So yeah, and that's the best thing. To be honest, when everyone goes to the gym, no one cares about what others do or look or whatever they're doing. So just focus on yourself and you're gonna enjoy it. Really, it's you
Yeah.
know, when I was young, I hated running. Even when we were playing hide and seek, I hated running. It's because I could not breathe and I was a clumsy kid. I would fall a lot. So now
Hmm.
when I'm running every day, I cannot even feel my breath anymore. Like I'm in the zone, but I'm still clumsy. But then that's why I'm doing the other program that I'm doing, which is the 45 minutes weightlifting, and this includes as well how to fall and how to avoid injuries and so on. So I'm still clumsy, but I
Wow.
know I know how to fall without getting injured anymore.
Well, you run outside. I love running
Yeah.
outside. I want to get back into it. But
Mhm.
you yeah, you watch the road. Like I'm always looking for ruts in the road,
Yeah.
pothole, whatever it is, because that's where you're going to take that fall. So unfortunately,
Right.
you can't close your eyes when you're running, outside at least. But
Yeah.
there is something about getting into that zone that is just it's almost
It's
magical.
amazing. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why they say meditation can be done on the move. And that's what I feel when I'm running, that I'm meditating. And that's what I think you were describing when you were rowing. There's a way where we can meditate where we're moving as well. That's amazing.
Hmm. I never thought of that as meditation. Wow. Because I have taken my dog for a walk and I'm just
Mhm.
walking and I'm just, kind of he's doing his thing. I'm just walking. And I view that as meditation. You are moving, but not at the same pace as, rowing machine or
Yeah,
whatever. But yeah, I guess I must have gone into meditation at that point. Hmm,
yeah.
never thought of that. Uh, how about some other tips to motivate people to, well, if they say they don't have a lot of energy to get moving?
So what I think really works is having a friend or an accountability, someone who will actually follow up with you, or maybe a group of people. So now, for example, what I'm gonna do for new moms is I'm gonna have walking groups for new moms. This is gonna start in March. And when they know that these 10 women, 10 moms are gonna meet, they're gonna come. We're gonna have a community that we will push each other to move our body gently. So having a coach is something that really helps. And really, it's the heaviest door is the gym door. This is the most difficult step. If you get into the gym, you're gonna just do it. One of my clients, what I agree with her only is to do 10 minutes of walk after each meal. 10 minutes is nothing. And then she actually starts with the 10 minutes, and then she continues for half an hour because she got into it. So just do 10 minutes, do the minimum that you can do. You don't have to go for a 1.5 hour of running. Just do the minimum. And yeah, you're gonna get there.
You said something that sparked a memory of a news story, and it was research, and it's legit research that came out in the past week. So Google it. But here's what it
Mhm.
was: walking after a meal for just 10
Mhm.
minutes. 10
Yeah,
minutes, that's it. But
yeah,
it's after a meal, can be so beneficial in terms of your digestion, in terms of your
exactly.
heart, all of that, but it's got to be after a meal. So if you can do
Exactly.
that, let's say you're at work, and so many times I see office buildings where there are people either together
Hmm.
or solo just going for a walk. And I'm sure
Yeah.
it's after lunch. You can do it in the evening after you have dinner,
Hmm.
certainly in the morning after breakfast. There's so many benefits involved in that. And it literally just came out within the past week.
Amazing. Yeah. And so even for example, women who are pregnant and they might have gestational diabetes, the solution to this is only 10-minute walk after each meal. That's it.
Yeah.
How easy is that? How simple. If you can do 10 minutes, you can get your health back.
You said diabetes. That was the other thing. It
Yeah.
regulates, and that was one of the main, like, top
Yeah.
three reasons. It
Yes.
regulates your blood sugar level.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. It's, you think
Hmm.
of it, just those 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just 10 minutes, how beneficial that can be. And of course, like you said, once you do the
They're not,
10, you can
they're
do
not gonna,
more.
yes, they're
You
not
can
gonna
do
do
more.
10 only.
Right. Right. But if you
Yeah.
just did 10, that would be
Yeah.
okay. There are benefits, and that's scientifically proven. Google it.
Yes.
It just, and it was a major story. It's funny that you said that, and it just sparked that memory.
Amazing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Some other thoughts that you might have for people when it comes to all of this.
So I really like to have a playful mindset. So for example, some people they do not like going for a run. It's a nightmare. That's okay. Don't go for a run. Just just be playful and think, okay, let me try this. And this is how you're gonna get the energy. You're gonna be more motivated to start something new. Funny story is growing up, I used to hate running, not running as well, dancing. So all the girls would like to go to Zumba classes or whatever, and I know, no, I don't like to go there. I would like to go to body pump or something that is more weightlifting. But then once I had in this program something that they call it cardio, and I thought it's a cardio, and then I started it, and to my surprise it was a dance. It was something that's dancing, and I actually enjoyed it, and I did not stop it. And without having this open mind and playfulness, I wouldn't know that there are some dance classes that I might actually enjoy,
Huh.
and yeah, and that will help me keep going. So keep in mind. So it's, if you don't like running, it's not the end of the world. Just try something else. Try, let's say, biking, or riding a bike, or let's say a dance class, or something that you might really wake up in the morning for and do it. So yeah,
Mm.
it's not either black or white. That's what I want to say.
Well, they always say never stop being a kid in your curiosity, in your playing.
Yeah,
And I remember I used to jog on the road, and there'd be some times where I'd be going forward and I'd stop and I go back and then I go forward again. Just having
yeah.
fun with it. Or if you're running and there's something in the road, or maybe you're taking a detour, there's a log, jump over it carefully and safely, but jump, have fun
Yes,
with it. Make it
yes,
fun. And
exactly.
I think we don't. It's more of like,
Mhm.
oh, I gotta go work out again.
Yeah,
And
it's not a task.
it's not,
Sorry.
yeah, it should be fun. I want to go back to what you said before,
Mhm.
about going to the gym and people looking at you, judging you.
Mhm.
We all have to get past that. And it took me decades to figure that out. And when I was a kid, I was bullied. I was a large kid
Oh.
back then. Um, but I will even admit, even the gym that I go to now, I started going there. They redid this gym. It was like they built it. There was another location I went to, then this one, and
Mhm.
this is like great. Even in 2019, I would wonder, what are people looking at me like if I'm not, I'm only
Oh.
lifting, 40 pounds here, and now I don't really care.
Exactly.
It
Exactly.
it's a shame that we get wired that
Yeah.
way, and those kind of things hold us back.
Mhm, mhm. I was bullied when I was a kid, and as you said, that really, as a, growing up, that really makes a mark in your, and your heart and your soul, whatever you want to call it. But then, yeah, growing up, it's not your problem, it's them. So, and not really, no, I am telling you, no one looks at anyone now in the gym. Or that's from my experience. No one cares. For me, for example, I go there, I want to finish my 45 minutes, I want to get out of here. So that's what I've seen. I'm not sure if they're different somewhere else, but then yeah.
Yeah, and it's the same. If I look at anybody, and there's only one reason I'm looking at them, or just where it's registering, and it's weird.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll see people that look like people I know, so
Hmm.
I'll look. I was like, John. That's not really John. I don't know who that is, but looks like him. Or Jennifer. Jennifer looks
Yeah.
like Jennifer. That's the only reason, I associate. I don't know why. That's
Yeah.
my brain
Yeah.
does that. But I'm not looking at what they're doing or how they're. You know what? The only way it would register is if they're doing something and reminding me, oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
could, I could do dips on a bench, which would be beneficial for triceps in addition to a tricep workout. And I always love doing dips on a bench. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
I'm doing something really good. Um,
Mhm.
but I'll see somebody and it'll remind me. Aside from that, like you said, I don't care. Doesn't matter. They're all people like
Yeah.
we're people.
Yeah.
And we're going, you think of it this way, we all have the same goal when you're at the gym. You're doing something for yourself to be healthier. That's what counts.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
So, however, some people, they really catch my eye when, from their energy and the way they're working out. So I get energy from them. That's
Sure.
that's maybe the only way, or that I look at people,
Hmm.
and that gives me more energy and motivates me to work more. So that's
Yep.
a good thing.
Yep. Yeah. It's like always think positive thoughts. You're putting it out there.
Yeah.
They'll pick up on it and it'll support you. You
Yeah.
support a lot of people, a lot of women in terms of wellness, exercise. You come up with things that I don't think of. And that accountability. How how do we reach you? Number one. Number two, what's going on when you give birth for a while? You're taking some time off, obviously, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but then, so first of all, you can reach out to me through my website, blossomingcorner.com. And when I'm in maternity leave, actually, I will not be fully in maternity leave, I will be having a community of women where we're gonna go out for a walk to move our body gently, to give our each other emotional support and more. So I'm gonna run those walking groups in Vancouver downtown and in Richmond, and as well I'm gonna run another group only for women who that will be in the afternoon, 5:30 p.m. after they finish their work. They are like they shouldn't like they could be moms, but they don't have to be moms. Okay, and that's the first way I'm gonna support women when I'm on maternity leave. The other way is I'm gonna have workshops, and for example, every month I'm gonna have a workshop how to kick the sugar habit, and
Mm.
for February it's gonna be February 7th. Yeah, and then the dates are gonna keep coming up on my website.
Wow. That's a good one. How to kick the sugar habit. Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got started with stevia,
Okay.
but natural, but
Yeah.
natural.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you a fan?
Yeah. Natural is good. Yeah.
Or and final thought here on the sugar, the sweet thing. I'm hooked on tea. I never used to like
Okay.
tea, got into it, and I was cleaning my cabinets and I found honey and I added it to
Okay.
the tea.
It's good.
So good.
Yeah.
Wow, I forgot how good that is.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you know what I see a problem is when the sugar becomes a craving and you cannot stop it. But
Yeah.
for example, once in a while, I don't like to deprive anyone. I don't like to say no, this is bad or good. But the problem becomes when you actually cannot stop for yourself and you don't have and you have energy crashes and those cravings are
Uh,
controlling you. So that's when we should start and think about how can we reduce them and what is the psychology behind the sugar. So all of these things I'm going to discuss them in the workshop, and what are the alternatives. I'm going to give 7 solutions for that.
wow. Yeah,
Mhm.
I believe a lot of us don't connect the crashes
Yeah,
with and because the sugar or whatever form you're ingesting becomes a way of
yeah,
life. You don't even know you're doing it
exactly.
after a while.
Yeah.
Alaa, great talking with you. Really appreciate it
Okay.
today. And
Thank you.
stay warm when you're jogging. Well, walking now, walking,
Yes,
and
yes.
we'll catch up again soon. Okay,
Yeah, of course. Have a good one.
you too. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com, or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
Mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house. And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned.
This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.